Welcome to the Dragon's Den. My name is Leo Drake, and thank you for spending part of your day here with me. Please consider subscribing, as it is free and won't make you scream. If you enjoy the video, click the like button and ring the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. In this video, we are ranking Alien movies, including the newest instalment, Romulus. I've not included the Alien vs Predator films, so there are 7 movies in this list. So let's get to it. My least favourite Alien movies are the Ridley Scott prequels. I consider them on par with each other, but for ease and because of reasons I will go into shortly, I'm choosing Prometheus from 2012 as my least favourite Alien movie, coming in at number 7. The crew aboard the Prometheus are employed by the Weyland Corporation to find answers, but don't get your hopes up that they'll deliver any. Prometheus travels to a world and discovers the engineers who were creating a weapon that escaped and killed them first. The engineers who created life on Earth were planning to use this weapon to destroy it. I'm glad Mr. Weyland was on board the ship to hear that bombshell. He died so he could learn the meaning of life was that humanity was an alien race's experiment and one they meant to do away with, but failed because another of their creations got them first. I do like the cinematography in Prometheus. It's a great looking film, and if it was purely a sci-fi movie with no link to Alien, I would enjoy it more. My biggest complaint with the movie is that it's an alien film with hardly any alien action, and by that I mean xenomorphs. The alien that explodes from the engineer is an early version of the xenomorph, but I don't understand why we need this movie. The xenomorph is a perfect movie monster with acid for blood and can withstand almost anything. What did we gain from learning how it was created? As you may have worked out, number 6 is Alien Covenant from 2017. A colony ship is damaged by a solar flare, and during repairs the crew intercept a rogue transmission from a nearby planet. They go to investigate and discover the remnants of the Prometheus. So we spent an entire first movie landing on this planet and finding out how the aliens were made, just to start this film in almost the exact same fashion. The lander is destroyed and there are casualties before the survivors are rescued by the robot David, played by Michael Fassbender, who has spent the last 10 years playing the flute. But what else is there to do on an abandoned planet, right? Alien Covenant is slow-paced, has characters you don't care about because they make illogical decisions, to the point I was getting bored watching this movie. However, it does pick up in the second half. After the captain confronts David, who has been experimenting on the black goo, but has been frustrated with the lack of hosts, David kills the captain. The colony ship has its own model robot called Walter, which faces off against David before we get a much improved final act. A second lander arrives and we finally get some real alien action as the survivors look to leave the planet. After defeating the alien, a second xenomorph finds its way onto the main ship, and finally, after almost 2 full-length films, it starts to feel like an actual alien movie. After surviving the alien attacks, the crew go back into cryosleep. David has pretended to be Walter and has control over the ship, along with many potential hosts for his alien pathogen. Number 5 is Alien Resurrection, written by Joss Whedon from 1997. Ripley is cloned as a number 8 experiment by the US military so they can retrieve the alien queen inside her. It has been almost 200 years since Ripley died, and people have not got any smarter as the US military seek to weaponize the xenomorph creature. The Betty is a cargo ship that arrives with supplies, a misfit group that includes Winona Ryder, who seeks to kill Ripley before the alien can be retrieved, but she is too late. The alien is very safely kept in a room which it cannot possibly escape from. Oh wait, where's it gone? It was there a minute ago. Winona Ryder's character is revealed to be a robot as Ripley accompanies the crew of the Betty through the facility, trying to survive from the alien's clutches. The alien queen gives birth to a hybrid monster who is confused about who its mother is. It kills the alien queen and then tries to kill Ripley. The last act of this movie is bad. I don't like the hybrid monster, and after an okay start, it drops off dramatically. Number 4 on the list is Alien Romulus, directed by Fede Alvarez, which came out this year, 2024. The newest instalment in the Alien franchise comes in at the middle of our list. Rain and her robot brother Andy live on a planet with no sunlight and no prospects. A group of young colonists seek to get off-world by stealing cryopods from a derelict space station, only to find it is not empty after all. I think the cast in this movie is a little light. There are only 5 humans and 1 robot. I know Alien has a crew of 7 and a cat, but they do a lot more with those people. The plan is to reach the nearest world, which is many years away and can only be reached by going into cryosleep. However, we learn that Andy, as a synthetic, will not be allowed on the new world. The movie starts a little slow, although that is not uncommon for this franchise. I like that the ship is split into 2 sections, Romulus and Remus, who help found the Romans, and the tension starts to build. Ian Holm is resurrected to once again try to screw over humanity, so colonists run into the familiar alien pitfalls. Romulus does not offer much that is new, although it does have a couple of good action scenes, the best being where Rain navigates a corridor full of acid in 0G. Of all the characters, I think Andy, the robot, shows the most humanity. He is corrupted by Ian Holmes' directive to preserve the alien specimen, but in a moment of clarity, he refuses to save a member of the team in order to save the others. Rain and Tyler are sickened by Andy's actions, though he poignantly states that they are angry about leaving someone behind when their original plan involved leaving him behind when they reached a new planet. Overall, Romulus is a solid addition to the Alien franchise and sits right in the middle of my list. Number 3 is Alien Free, directed by David Fincher from 1992. Not everyone likes Alien Free, and I can sort of understand why. They kill off Hicks and Newt from the previous film, and at the end kill off Ripley, who has been holding the franchise together since the beginning. However, Alien Free itself is not a bad movie. Ripley is the sole survivor as her vessel crashes on a prison planet. As I mentioned, Hicks and Newt are dead, with Bishop the robot being destroyed. In an all-male, high-security prison, Ripley finds herself in an enclosed space with about 25 lifers imprisoned for the worst crimes. They are stuck on this far-off planet to keep the lights on and because they are expendable. The chief medical officer, played by Charles Dance, helps Ripley search for a mysterious parasite that caused her ship to crash. Unfortunately, it is already in the dog. The prison has no weapons and no hope of escape. The alien begins killing fools, but not Ripley, who we later learn has an alien inside her. There are moments in this film where the alien looks bad, mainly when it is moving, while other times it appears fine. The prisoners and Ripley manage to trap the alien and kill it as the cavalry arrives too late. Ripley throws herself into the furnace rather than give the creature to the Weyland Corporation. The human race asks itself many important questions, like where do we come from, what is our purpose, and is Alien better than aliens? Well, I'm about to let you know. At number 2 It's Alien from 1979, directed by Ridley Scott. The first two movies in this franchise are light years better than the others on this list. The Nostromo intercepts an unknown transmission, which is the warning message left in the prequel movie Prometheus. As a warning goes, it is pretty useless because everyone comes along to see what the message means and ignores the whole warning part. A parasite attaches to Kane and explodes from his chest. The xenomorph grows rapidly and hunts down the remaining crew. After Dallas dies, Ripley and the remaining survivors agree to blow up the ship and take their chances in the shuttle. Ash, the science officer, turns out to be a robot and seeks to protect the alien specimen before being bludgeoned. Ripley is the sole survivor if you don't count the cat, Jonesy. The ship self-destructs, but the alien has stowed away on the shuttle. Ripley puts on a spacesuit and buckles herself in before blasting the creature into space. This is a great movie, and on another day, it could have been number one. And in at number one on our list is Aliens, directed by James Cameron from 1986. The idea of a sequel is to up the ante on the original movie. In Aliens, Ripley seeks to rescue a little girl called Newt rather than a cat. We have a crew of Marines rather than regular crew members, and the alien xenomorph is replaced by an alien queen that is larger and can lay eggs. Check, check, check. Instead of Ripley being in cryostasis for a few weeks, 50 years have passed, and the life that she knew had passed with it. Ripley agrees to accompany the Marines on their mission as she has no better options. The Marines are soon to find the xenomorph does not mess around, and it's just about survival. Newt is a young girl who has used the air ducts to escape the creature and is able to show Ripley around the facility. Sigourney Weaver is a total badass, and by inches this movie claims the top spot from the original. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your favourite Alien movie in the comments below, and we can do a poll on how many vote for Alien against Aliens. If your favourite Alien movie is not one of the first two films, I'd love to hear why. Please also subscribe to the channel as it really helps me out. I'm thinking of doing a Predator video and including the Alien vs Predator films, so if you're interested in that, give the video a like. I plan to post a new video every Monday, so be sure to come back for that. Until next time, hoorah! In space, no one can hear you.
Game over, man. It's game over.